Huh. Alrighty.
And see if that gives you any indication. I don't think it does, really. Like, I guess potentially you could use this to convey an iron.
I don't see it. Not for that one.
I just mean, like, for the
Yeah, I
rest
don't
of
know.
them, you could potentially use that to convey an iron because you could heat it up. You heat up an iron to iron clothes.
What? What are you seeing in that picture?
It's like,
I see bricks.
yeah, it's like
Oh, that's always been a tricky one. When I've
it's like
played before.
it looks like a fireplace to me.
The thing that I
Okay.
see in it is actually looking down from a parapet into a moat and its reflection of the parapet back up.
Oh.
Interesting. Yes.
That's
Oh,
why
that's-
there's lily pad.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean, yeah.
I see
But-
what you mean. But I also
Interesting.
see a fireplace with a chimney stack.
Fair enough. Alright, well.
You are the only active player in the round.
And I think you're going to be
technically,
correct, by the way.
Technically, as soon as I gave you those cards, we should have started the timer.
It's fine. He's correct.
Yeah, he's correct.
Moving on.
Go ahead and take your conservatory.
And yes, it was the theme of green and plant life for the first 3 cards.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Because it was the conservatory.
I was
I didn't-
definitely feeling that at first, but then you guys argued the shack, and I was like, I could see that. But
Right,
then,
but the shack was the first thing he did, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's why for the rest of them we're like, no, we don't think so. We think you're wrong. But
Yeah.
you know, it happens.
Oh well. Oh
All
well.
right,
But hey, it scored you a lot of clairvoyance points off of
Yeah.
you feeling him being wrong.
and him not listening.
Yeah.
All right, we're in the last hour of the game, so
This is the best I can do with what crummy cards I have. Hopefully, it will be good enough.
okay,
And then my
it's
remaining
going
card,
already. Okay, so we've got a saw, a
A
whip.
sickle, a whip.
We've
The
got
remaining cards I have don't matter because even if we're wrong, the game's over.
yeah. Okay. So we've got a knight chasing a dude with a gem, and there's dogs.
Oh no, robot.
And then there's bird wings and spears. All I get from this is it's some kind of physical weapon. So maybe
Yeah.
it's the razor blade?
I'm leaning towards the garnishes because those are like tools, apart from the whip, that you would use in the garden. So I'm leaning towards that, but that's just from
But
one picture.
I don't really see anything that like is indicating garden to me.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the saw and the sickle you would use in a garden, but not the whip.
Yeah,
that's-
those just
that's
look
what
like
I'm
implements of
thinking too, but-
torture to me.
It could be as well. But then again, like the middle one
30 seconds remaining.
makes me think like psychedelic shit, and then that
I
goes
almost
with
think
the
it
needle.
might be this one.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of things. There's 2 of these that are outside related, and
15 seconds.
You better choose.
I will give this a shot. Especially since this one is in
5,
a garden.
4,
So
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And I do not get to avenge my death.
Oh,
Oh, no.
what was it?
It was the razor blade.
I knew it!
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, I didn't know it, but I had a strong suspicion. Bummer.
Oh well.
If I hadn't given you this card, would you have used those two to think the same thing, or think the razor blade without it?
I would have thought the needle.
I would have thought the
I
razor
probably
blade
would've-
still, I think.
I probably would have thought the razor blade because that would have been the only one that would have been like a weapon. Because there's like the dude in the with the armor and the sword in the background, so I would have been thinking, oh, which of these is like some person
The
you could
closest thing to a sword.
yeah pretty much.
Okay.
That's why I went with the sickle, because it's the closest thing to a razor blade as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
So the thing that would have happened if we had been able to continue is I would have chosen one of the 3 remaining sets
That we
which
had
is,
collected.
that you had collected, chosen it one of those 3 to be the winning set, and then attempted to convey the person, the place, and the thing with 1 card each that you then get to see depending on how much clairvoyance points you have.
So, for example, Frothgar and I would have been able to see all 3 cards, because we have more than 7 clairvoyance points. But I would have to look to see how many Dark Lavender Void would get to see.
I believe 4 is only enough to get you 1.
Yep, you have to have 5 or 6 to get to.
So, and 4 is how many he'd have to have because you guys were already done.
Yeah.
Couldn't gain more clairvoyance points.
He could have
which would have
if
been-
he had been able to finish before the end of the...
That is true. And what that would have meant is the 3 cards that I chose, 1 representing the person, 1 representing the place, and 1 representing the thing, would have been shuffled up, and 1 of them given to him. He then locks in the vote as to which set of 3 cards that 1 card is from. And then, after he's locked in, the 2 of you get to look at the other 2 cards.
Oh, gosh.
And again, because it is a cooperative game, if he had been wrong, we still would have lost. He would have to get that final guess right as well.
I see. Okay. I thought this game would take longer to play, actually. It only took
it's
an hour
pretty
and
quick.
10.
Yeah, it says 45 minutes on the box.
Yeah.
And we went a little bit longer because we were learning how to play. Do we
Yeah.
want to do another hand, or did we want to call it here?
I would like to, actually. If
I'm
everyone
up.
else wants to.
Is everyone up to playing again?
Lambda?
I guess I'll do another one.
Awesome. Woo.
Okay, reset your clairvoyancy counter. Pineapple, drag all of your cards, your non-vision cards, out, and I'll delete them. This time,
you're-
how about we play it on easy? If
Easy.
you group over all of them and then hit G, it'll group them all together
Yeah,
and you
I-
can just drag them out as a deck.
I tried to do that, and they, because I'm bad at this, were clustering themselves into like 4 different small clusters, and then I couldn't get all of them selected at once. Or couldn't get them all selected at once without also selecting one of the cons. It's tricksy like that.
Shoot, 1 second, sorry.
Ugh.
So with easy mode, I will only have one false positive, and can trash my whole hand for free every round.
Yep.
Huh. What does the false positive do?
It's just an extra. It's just an extra card that isn't for any of you. In the
Okay.
last game, I had 3
2.
that. No, I had
We
3.
discarded. We had
Yeah, we discarded down
Oh.
to 6 from 7.
Oh, that's right. So then in this game there will only be 2 false positives.
Okay. Cool.
Do you have all of your cards, Pineapple?
To do.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and start laying them out. Oops. Ooh. I hope I get the nun. I like her.
Oh, Doctor. He looks menacing.
He does.
I want Sweeney Todd.
And then we have Sweeney Todd, the hunter, and the kindly
The big woman.
shopkeeper.
Yeah. The shack. A library?
Yep.
A study?
Looks like
I
a
guess.
library. The conservatory again, the kitchen again, and
Like a,
trophy lounge because there's like a bar and stuff. Probably a
I
lounge.
think lounge. Yeah.
And then we've got a hammer, a clock, a vase, a marble statuette, and a frying pan.
How do you kill someone with a clock? That looks like a small clock.
You bludgeon
Oh.
them to death with one of
Yeah.
the
Kill
sharp
them
pointy
the
ends.
same way you kill them with a frying pan or a statue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly, I was murdered by some sort of blunt force trauma. It's unclear which of the objects was.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Or you died because you aged to death.
Or you were poisoned by some poison in the vase and decided to drink it.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's
Because
a
who
really
doesn't
rusty
drink from a
looking
vase?
frying pan too. So I mean, it could have been
Tetanus, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tetanus. Yeah.
Or there's the sharp end on the back of the hammer. You could have been stabbed to death.
Cloth,
There's
yeah.
the sharp end on the handle of that frying pan. I could have been stabbed to death.
The sharpest the frying pan handles.
Okay.
Oh gosh, why is there a
What?
really big blue player marker?
I don't know. I
'cause
was just wondering.
That came from over here,
Oh.
but because we don't have another false positive, I just
Oh,
not
okay.
having the column isn't a blue player column for me to worry about false positives from.
Okay.
Crap. These are all terrible.
This bodes well.
Yes.
Now,
We're gonna
while
win.
you're deliberating, I'm gonna go pee again. Go back.
Oh, and the clock starts at 1.
Jeez, these. I am Yep, I'm gonna use my newfound power of throwing these
Discarding.
all away. Throw these all away.
Fair enough.
That help as much as I hoped it would. I have to go with something. The yellow mystic gets a card.
Flip it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Just in
Welcome
time.
back.
Ooh.
That's a very cute raven, looks like. Baby raven. It
Yes.
doesn't look like it has a very long beak.
No. But it's quite cute. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would do some
And this-
writing, or who has writing on their thing?
Well,
Unfortunately, I could see it being 3 of these.
Yeah. I'm.
But it might depend on what we're given, Frothgar. Because if we're
Yeah.
given something that points to one of the other 2 that we think it is, that could narrow it down.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait till we see what we are given.
Because I see a sign, which makes me think it could be a merchant
Or the barber.
or
As
the
well.
barber, but it's also a sign with a quill on it. And who
Yeah.
does
maybe
writing?
doctor?
It could be the doctor or it could be the merchant.
Yeah.
I have
Oh.
clutter
You
and
have the
mail
clutter
and
thing.
books and doors.
With
Ye-
that, I'm thinking maybe the doctor, actually. You know how doctors' handwriting also always terrible, so you can't read what they fucking write. That's the only logic that I have behind that right now.
I have no idea.
Well, I don't know.
Which one looks the most cluttered? How about we go with that?
There's a lot of stuff in the hunters. Leaves
Yeah.
and shit. But so's they're on the merchant.
Yeah. I would say the nuns is not particularly cluttered.
No,
And the
that's
barbers is not
fairly-
particularly cluttered. Compared to the other 2.
Yeah.
Or the other
The
3, I should
doctor's
say.
not.
Not, I mean, it
Cluttered
kind
either.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Timer begins.
Okay, you're the hunter, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the hunter straight away.
I'm gonna try
Uh,
the barber.
I could be the nun because nuns are sometimes teachers. And this gives me like a school vibe almost.
That's true.
So I'm gonna
Yes.
try the nun.
I think you're correct, and
eh.
Yeah.
I think maybe you're wrong.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm not feeling barber with that, but I'm not feeling a whole lot this game right now, except I'm like 99% sure that Frothgar is the hunter.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You don't have to go with what we're saying.
But
If you think
again,
Well, I
it's
otherwise.
didn't last time, and then I failed. So
Okay, okay.
Are
Fair
we
enough.
locked in?
I think so, yeah. Go for it.
All right.
You should have gone with your gut. You're the only one who's right. Both of them are wrong.
Really?
So you get 2 points.
No, only one,
No, yeah, no.
because he changed his mind, got peer pressured into losing points.
But he gets to take his card.
It's true. You take your card, and you move on to the next round.
Woo. Good job.
Okay.
might actually.
How does this not mean hunter? It's what I want to know.
Yeah.
That's the tricky thing. You gotta figure out why that's not the hunter.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. Guess it could be for the doctor, like needles hitting the right vein or something. Perhaps, I don't know.
And there are tire tracks on there too.
Yeah. Well, it could be perceived as tire tracks. I'm not sure what else it could be perceived as.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I feel like
I
we're
don't
gonna
know
lose
either.
this game again.
Color.
Oh.
Yes, you are. Hang on a second. Are you the correct color to be giving this to?
Hmm.
Yeah, you're on your own. I have no
Wait,
idea.
no, you weren't. You weren't the right color to be giving that.
Oh. Okay. That makes me less confused.
Yeah,
And
I was like,
that
okay,
makes me
that
more
seems to be
confused.
pointing towards the hunter.
Yeah.
It makes me think early morning. This. Oh,
Yeah, but there's like a fishing rod, and there's like a guy and like a horse. So there's definitely like an
Yeah.
outdoorsy animal travel theme going on here.
Mm.
It could be the hunter, or it could be the merchant somehow, because the merchant
Yeah.
like carrying a wagon of stuff,
Uh,
and then this could be like, I don't know,
Oh.
logbooks. I don't know. I don't
Pineapple, shouldn't you remove that card? Since you got.
Yes.
through.
Oops.
Oh, that is
like that too.
correct.
I
Just
think
so we
you
know.
are the
Also-
doctor.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think that's
used
good.
my draw fresh again, so you know.
Okay.
Alright, cool. But yeah, I think I'm the doctor too.
So what do you think
because,
I
you
am?
know-
I'm not the nun. Do you think I'm the hunter or like the
It's either the hunter or the merchant.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
the thing though, because like I'm not the nun, you're the doctor, so by process of elimination.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Yeah, I think you're the hunter.
Okay. Then I'll go.
Yeah,
with
let's
that.
go with the hunter.
Because that
Ready
thing in
to-
the lower bottom of that,
Yeah.
like, grayed out card you have just looks like a bow to me.
Oh, I'm thinking a fishing rod.
Yeah,
because
it's a
like on
fishing
the-
rod, I think.
Ah, well,
But
well,
again,
same difference.
like
Yeah.
an outdoorsy person.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
Reset the clock, please.
it's going.
okay, outdoorsy.
Birds.
A frog?
Oops, I grabbed the wrong person. Okay.
Oh, no, not that one.
So you have a frog in a circle, and it's night. You've got. I almost wonder if it's the shack, but the third card doesn't seem to convey that at all.
Yeah.
I think it's either of those two, the shack or the conservatory.
I don't get shack or conservatory from either, like from this card though.
No.
And if he gives 3 cards, it has to mean something.
Yes, but I don't get anything from
So we have to figure out
the other two.
what that. Well, let's see. Are there any birds in the conservatory? I don't see any.
No. No birds. No.
There
And
are
there's no birds in
little
the shack
ducks on
either.
the tiles in the kitchen. There are no birds in the shack, but it could be the color of the light.
There's also plenty of animals in the lounge.
Yeah.
And
30
no
seconds remaining.
animals in the library.
I don't know.
Remember to vote,
Yeah, I'm.
Lavender.
Yeah.
Uh,
10
is
seconds or thereabouts remaining.
That is correct.
Okay. I'm just gonna let it run down.
Red is the only one correct.
ooh.
Should have gone with my trauma of not picking the conservatory. I mean, it technically doesn't have to be the conservatory, but
So did I get a point for thinking he was wrong on the shack?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. Awesome, but not awesome.
Yeah.
And yes,
Yeah.
I went with death for and needles hitting the correct vein is why I played that. Even though it had to go through you thinking it was the hunter for a turn, it was the only thing that even remotely conveyed doctor.
Yeah.
Everything I've even seen yet from my cards. So
Yeah, okay.
made the right
But yeah,
choice there.
you know, the arrow was straight to Hunter. It was only after the death thing, immediately it went to the other one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, on the bright side, you can throw away cards on me.
Yeah, because you now know what you have to be.
Yep.
Because you've already voted wrong for both the other two.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's difficult.
Fisherman's friends.
Red.
Ooh. What do we have here?
Checker. Ooh.
Mouse playing checkers. Well,
Could be
chess.
the kitchen. Because the checkerboard pattern.
Yeah. Could also be the lounge because animal.
And playing games in the lounge.
Yeah.
But you would you would find rats in a kitchen, and there's that checkerboard pattern.
Yeah.
So.
I am immediately leaning
that makes
towards
a ton of sense to me.
But unfortunately, I don't have any you're correct clairvoyancy tokens left. Or insight
I
tokens.
have one of each.
I
gotta get them back soon.
Scrapping my hand again.
Wow. Twice already. Damn.
That was actually the third time. I've done it once
Wow.
each round so far.
Jesus.
Because I can. If we're playing easy mode, I may as well use it.
Yeah, fair enough.
We really need
That's-
Wonder Twin powers for this game.
We are really low on clairvoyance
Yep.
points though.
I know.
Should have gone with my trauma.
Yep.
Yep. You should have. Come on.
And then just give me your throwaway cards, man.
Never find a use for this bullshit.
Okay. And timer, go. Brump. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, just on the off chance that they're both wrong. Because may as well spend them. Dark Lavender Void, don't forget to use your insight tokens and vote.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, what do you have left?
he spent
You
these
used
ones.
Those. What?
I don't know what he used last round, but he spent those too.
Yeah, that was
You
true.
probably put the... Yeah, you probably...
Yeah, I on the first round I put them back in the bag, and then I forgot to on the second round. So I have no choices. So cool.
And then right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will be pleased to know that everyone is right.
Boo, I don't get any
Hey!
clairvoyancy track.
I get one.
Get in the bag.
You guys
No.
are, as a group, you're doing better progression-wise, but far less clairvoyant nowadays.
Yes. But we get our clairvoyance tokens back now. Right?
Yes.
That's...
That's fine.
Oh no!
You know what? That's fine.
No, if you throw them off, they'll just teleport back up onto the board.
It still made me select all of them. Oh, God.
Okay, just take it right out of my hand. That's fine. Trying to help.
I'm helping.
Okay, who's doing what now? Stunny is still on location, and everybody
Still?
else is
I
on.
just got here.
Nope. Come back. Ooh, spooky bullshit.
Okay, got a good one.
Make sure you have
that
3 of
then.
each.
Yeah.
You go.
Plates and brooches and horns. Oh my. And mushrooms.
Oh, goodness.
Probably the frying pan?
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Yeah, the only other thing it could be would be the vase, because of like the
Like the
smaller
porcelain and
plant.
stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, or the porcelain.
And-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I mean, you got time,
Pretty
but
much.
getting it now gives you more clairvoyancy points.
Mm.
It'll give you 3, I think.
Oh.
Is it okay if I just put it on here right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Um,
It's maybe a little hasty, but otherwise.
Yeah, you're allowed to put
You
them
should
out there
have
on.
discussed.
It's just the timer only matters
There you go.
for once I've given the last clue. You're allowed to put out where you think your guess is.
Yeah.
You can even preemptively do like, I don't think you're that.
Yeah.
Before they've even voted for it.
okay.
Shack?
I'm gonna scrap my hand again.
Yeah, I think shack.
Or library, because there's that knight, the suit of armor in the library.
Yeah, this is sword.
And then there's the sword in the one picture, and like the pike with the fallen banner in the second one.
Yeah. I'm gonna lean towards that one. Actually.
I think I'm leaning towards that one too.
Yeah.
Because at least for this second picture, the colors seem to match. Where it's like it's dark,
Yeah.
but then you have a light in the darkness.
Yeah, and then the theme of like it's in the forest.
Okay, look at your
And
cards.
it's a bit spooky. Okay. What are you doing?
Night in the
too good.
Hourglass and what?
Time. And another gingerbread house. What the fuck? I think that one.
Oh, maybe that's the clock because it's got a cuckoo clock coming out of it, and this hourglass is time. Yeah, that's totally what that is. I don't think it's that. And then vote on mine.
Yeah. God, I hope you're correct.
Me too.
I have faith.
Are we done?
Everybody locked in?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Asteyni, but you only get one clairvoyance point. Everybody's right.
Yay! Everybody's right.
Ooh. Ah, cool.
This is yours, my dear.
Okay.
And
So
you get bonus clairvoyance points
3.
for how many turns are remaining. So a full 3 extra points.
to both
Ooh.
of you. So at least 2 people will be able to see all the cards.
Woo! High five.
It doesn't matter as long as I get it done. But the thing is, like, I'm only going to be able to see one of the cards. It doesn't matter. There's no way I'm going to be able to see more than that. Because if I guess the weapon correctly this turn... get off there. Even if I guess the weapon correctly this turn, I'll only get 2 clairvoyancy points. So... I can only get up to 4.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a shame.
Yep, but you know what?
Makes it a lot harder.
Hopefully...
Makes the final round a lot harder.
But you know what? We might actually get to it, so that's good. Huh? Maybe.
Better than last time.
I just was not seeing those clues the same way as you guys were.
But yeah, easy is definitely easier. Holy shit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's harder for me right now because I'm just getting really unlucky.
Even with scrapping my hand every round, I was having some really difficult sets of cards to use. I was finding. I don't want to risk throwing away this hand because I've got one thing that almost sort of works.
You
And
don't
if I
have
scrap my
you don't have to scrap your whole hand. You can scrap as many number of cards as you like for a discard.
Oh, I thought it was always the whole thing.
No.
Well, I will scrap all but one card because, yep. At least got one that's sort of good. The rest are pretty much unusable.
Fair enough.
Seven. Okay. Begin timer.
Someone's gonna have to. Here, let me set it.
What?
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have a knight in a tower, and I've got a teddy bear on the top of some stairs.
In this rain, snow thing? Right, the knight is trying to bring down the tower. That could be a hammer.
Yeah.
But there's metal in both pictures, so that could be either the hammer or the frying pan, because the frying pan is metal.
And the one picture has rain in it, so that could indicate rusting.
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not thinking these clues through correctly.
I've been thinking surprisingly clearly, seeing as it's like 3 a.m. And I got up at 7 yesterday.
My guess is the hammer.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the hammer, but I'm not associating the second picture with it, like the stairs. Fuck it. Yeah.
You guys don't have to vote technically because you already have enough clairvoyancy to see all of the cards.
Yeah, okay.
But if you would like to,
25 seconds remaining.
I have faith in you.
I have no faith in me.
Final answer?
I guess.
It is incorrect.
Damn it.
No. Okay, I lied.
And now that it's a new round, I'm gonna throw all of these away because none of them work.
My other thought was the statue because it's made of stone, and there's stone in both of these pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my first thought. But the thing is that there's metal in both the pictures. It's raining in one of the pictures, so it could be a rusty frying pan.
Yeah.
So I really need a card that's either going to give me food items or ladies.
Yeah. Or statues.
Or statues. Or if there's like
Yeah.
another card that's full of people and they're not eating. But if they're eating, don't give me that card if there's people in it, because that's gonna confuse me.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so too.
That was my first guess too, before I was listening to you guys, because I didn't trust myself at all.
Sorry.
That's alright. That's
you
my
didn't
fun.
say it out loud though, so you didn't have the chance to convince them.
I didn't have
Or
any
have
faith. I had zero faith. Is this correct? I'm locked in.
It is correct.
Okay.
Awesome.
I get
And we got to the final
one
round.
clairvoyance point. So I have a total
Applause.
of 3. So now we move into the final round of the game. And the way that works is first I have to throw all... Whoops. Get rid of all of my extra cards. And what we do is we put our cards on the table in order.
No.
It doesn't really matter, but it's just he's going
Nice, it's-
to the way that he's going to do it is he's going to have one card of each pointing to one of these things. So like we're going to have one card that's going to point to a suspect. We're going to have one card that's going to point to a location, and one card that's going to point to a murder weapon. The only card I'm going to be able to get to see is the suspect card, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Is
It's
it random? And then the only card I get to see is the first one. And I have to lock in my vote. And then you guys get to see the other 2 cards and see how wrong I am. So you better make all of your cards as clear as possible.
That's the hope.
And don't forget, you do get a discard.
Yep, I get 1 time of discard.
One
Right
final-
now, I'm searching through what I've got
Oh, and then
to see if any of it works.
use this die
Yeah.
here. Put it in your secret area, and then select which one that you've selected, just so we can
Sure.
kind of confirm. So we can do a dramatic reveal when we're inevitably wrong because of me.
So, are we voting
Not yet.
on? No. Are we voting on which, like, list
you're
we think is
going-
correct?
When you vote, you will vote 1, 2, or 3.
Okay. Awesome.
Which full set you believe clues are for.
Okay. And we get to see 3 clues.
And I have to make my vote before I will only get to see 1 clue, and then I have to vote. And if I'm wrong,
And
we still lose.
okay, so it has to be unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot harder.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, it might be just if 2 of you get it right, you're fine. That might be. But,
I know that when you play it with 2 players, it
When you
has to be
play-
unanimous.
yeah, but I also know that when you play with 4 or more, you only need a majority.
Yeah, if when all the
But
tokens
3
have
might
been
still be
placed, if one of the groups has received more votes than the others, it is chosen as the suspected culprits group. If no single group has a clear majority, the person with the most clairvoyancy points will get to represent the verdict. And yeah, so it's not unanimous, it's majority.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
But
cool.
if all 3 of you pick different ones,
Then we're
then
fucked.
no, it goes to whoever has the most clairvoyance tokens. And well, you're tied, so
It goes to the
that's gonna be
eldest
tricky.
player.
Oh, to the eldest player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
think I'm decided on who we're gonna go with. And then I'm gonna throw these away.
Just gonna zoom in so the stream can see the 3 groups. So the first group, we have the merchant in the shack with the statuette. Second group, we have the doctor in the kitchen with the clock. And in the third group, we have the barber in the conservatory with the vase. Unfortunately, these 2 things are really similar.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So if you
That's-
were... No, but
Okay.
I hope you pick 2, because I feel like that is the most distinguished among them. But it depends on what cards you have, really.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yep. Final phase of the game. So this phase is called the lineup phase, where we line up all the suspects and all that jazz. Pineapple is figuring out which visions to put together. Then he's going to put them out face down. We're going to shuffle them up, reveal one. I will vote. Then we will reveal the other 2, and I'll be sad.
Or ecstatic if you manage to somehow get it right.
Maybe. While you're
Provided
figuring that out, I need to see if we have to do a timer during the poll.
do we get to like deliberate with each other on what we
You
think?
do not get to talk to each other during this phase.
Really?
Oh.
I know that for sure. Not
Okay.
get to.
Yeah, it says the psychics
Okay.
vote in secret.
All right.
Okay. Which one is the first one
Okay.
to reveal?
Whichever one you pick one to look at.
And I just
leave
flip
it
it
up
over?
to your psychic powers
No,
to
I don't
flip
have
over the
any,
right one.
though. This one.
Can you figure it out? That.
I don't know, but I'm gonna try. I'll let you know when I've locked in.
Do you have a secret area or something?
I'm
that
gonna
you're able-
make one.
Yeah, that's the best idea.
And then here's one for you. I'll make that red. And
Dankeschön.
here's one for you. I'll make that yellow. And then what we will also do,
Well, there's more dice over here.
I'm just copying them because it's faster.
That's fine.
Okay, I've locked in my vote. And I'm gonna lock it in by literally locking the die.
Now, the other two cards.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I feel nothing.
Jesus. What?
And then again, remember that
Trying
each
to turn them towards you, and it's
each
not.
one of these cards is supposed to represent, one is representing the culprit, one represents the location, and one represents the object, the murder weapon. But we can't discuss what is what.
Mm.
Lock in your votes now. Do 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 do.
Copyright striked.
Alright, I've locked my votes.
Dark Lavender Void, have you done yours yet?
If you
How
hold
do I
the
put, like,
mouse
how do I
over
type?
and press
I'm trying
press
to
a
talk.
number, like 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Select zone hidden, and then click on your zone. Except for you. Well, I guess.
No, it's time to reveal.
Here, I'll do yours for you. Oh, why isn't
Alright.
your zone working? There it goes.
I got it.
Yay!
Oh,
Look at that!
And it is unanimous. Everybody wins.
Yay!
Cool.
I saw
Yay.
silverware in that picture, and I was like, the only thing that makes sense is the kitchen.
The tricky thing I did was I made sure to pick the top hat with silverware to represent both the kitchen and the doctor, and the books to represent both the kitchen and the doctor, and only the steam monstrosity was representing the clock alone.
wow.
I definitely didn't get kitchen from the books, but I was thinking doctor from the books, but it could have also been this lady in my head for doing the books, for when you run a store.
Yeah.
And then this one I was thinking, well, maybe it's the clock, but maybe it's something else and I just don't know. So I'm really glad that I flipped over this one and saw the cutlery.
1-1.
Yeah.
That's
It would have been very difficult for you if you
My-
had the books. But
My
I-
imagining was the was the books had to do with the doctor, and I could see that doctor wearing a top hat, whereas I could not see the barber wearing a top hat.
I could totally see
Or
the
the-
barber wearing a top hat, though. Just
Yeah,
not a
same.
nice one.
Maybe.
It'd probably have like
Yeah,
a
but he
patch.
has such
Yeah,
luscious
yeah.
hair.
But I do believe, Asteyni, if you had drawn the books as
Oh my
your
God.
one card to see, you would have been a lot more trouble.
Oh,
glad you
definitely. If
pulled
I
the
had
hat.
seen that, I would have been like, I probably still
Uh.
would have guessed the doctor, but I would have been really uncertain about it. Or I would have been looking at locations to see if there were any books,
Mm.
and I don't see any books in any of them.
Nope.
So I probably still would have guessed the doctor. The Steam Monstrosity, I don't know what I would have picked.
But the steam monstrosity can't possibly be a vase, and I don't think it's much of a Madonna
But
statue.
it could relate to the junk in the shed or the junk in the
That's-
conservatory.
That's very true.
Mm.
Well, there's no really junk in the conservatory.
I mean,
I
there's
don't-
like a rake on the ground, there's a wheelbarrow,
Yeah.
there's a ladder and stuff.
Yes.
So,
I don't
Those-
really consider those junk because they belong there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
this
like a
was
tire
fun.
doesn't belong leaning against a shed, therefore it's junk. You know what I mean?
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was
But also-
Mysterium.
shit. That was awesome.
It is a tricky, tricky game.
I
Uh-huh.
was not expecting to win that one.
I think it was a very good thing that you were the ghost,
Hmm.
if I'm honest.
I agree.
I think me and Lavender would have.
It's
Just speaking for
useful to
myself,
have
I would have been
experience
had.
with the cards, and
Yeah.
as the game went on, I tried to shift my hints to suit what you were reading,
Mm.
Yeah.
which is a tough skill to master.
Uh-huh. But it also takes some reading of how you want the hints to be interpreted, and that is also a learning process.
Yeah,
Sure.
because like I feel like maybe that's what screwed me up in the second game, is that I got kind of used to your hint style,
Mm.
and then I just got really thrown by the changes. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well, but that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I really do
Yeah.
enjoy this game. It is difficult in all the most fun ways.
Let's play this again off stream or something. That'll be fun.
Sometime.
If I have time, I am like so busy.
Okay. Until August, I'm not very busy, but you know, still, it's
I am like crazy busy, and then I have a week off in August, and I go back to being crazy busy until December.
oh.
So,
In all honesty, if I ever play this again, the next time I do, I think I would prefer to just choose my suspect and location and weapon cards from the deck,
okay.
because so often I get duplicates.
Mm.
I've had to use Sweeney Todd so many times, but I know that there's a wide variety, and I just don't often get to see it.
Okay,
Ah.
that's fair.
Huh. An old lady.
A clockmaker postman. I think this was the first time I've seen the postman.
Sisters?
Last game was the first time I ever saw the postman, I believe.
Woodcarver?
I think he's actually a mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, sculptor, perhaps.
Yeah, sculptor.
That's a sculptor. Yeah, I thought it was wood. He had.
And then chef.
And
Teacher?
the school teacher. Musician?
Another, yeah, a different Scotsman.
Yeah.
A
And
non-warlike Scotsman.
an old lady,
With keys and knitting.
perhaps.
Like a ritual
what's-
lady?
What's it called? Like a landlady or something? Like someone who runs something
Maybe.
Perhaps, yeah, she's
like a school for like young people to come and
maybe-
learn
Yeah.
like
Or maybe
And
like
matron.
an innkeeper.
matron.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
definitely a matron of
Ooh,
some sort. Or just
magician.
an old maid.
Magician! No, he's cool. Yeah.
A pollution. There's a Bobby.
Uh-huh.
I'm so bad at drawing off of a deck. I always pick up the whole thing. Yeah, I've
what's
never
that?
seen this guy
A
before.
race car driver.
This
Oh, the
driver.
driver. That's one of the first ones I had when I played
An
it.
archaeologist.
I've never seen the driver before. Yeah, the archaeologist is cool.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Cool. Huh.
Lots of interesting things in this game.
I should get to bed. I think
Indeed.
it's 3:30.
Alrighty.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much for playing. It was a lot of fun.
Indeed.
It was
It's
so
been
much
good.
fun. It was nice to see you on the show, Lavender, for the first
Yeah.
time. As I hear. Hmm. Hopefully, we'll get to play again.
Well, I think you're
Yeah.
both signed up for Mice and Mystics, so
Did we?
I think
I remember nothing.
Yeah.
so. Hopefully, everyone can make it for that because that should be fun.
Only me and Grave are on
Oh, maybe
for Mice and Mystics.
I know.
Maybe I forgot to
next-
sign up. I don't know.
I remember seeing your name on there.
Yeah.
Let me double check the
Okey-dokey.
doc.
Oh, and I get to play with the twins next
I
week.
may pop in to
Oh.
view Mice and Mystics, but it is a game that I do not enjoy playing.
You
Oh,
were
okay.
on for Mice and Mystics, but now your name is not on there, so I don't know.
Okay.
So there's a slot open if you'd like to play it.
All right.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, Hrothgar.
Good
Thank you
night.
again.
And sleep well.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Cool. Bye bye.
Is there anything that anyone else would like to promote before we close out the stream tonight?
I have things that I could promote, but I think I'm good.
Okay. Then I will just say this. If you want to play Mysterium in real life, Libelund is the company. You can see it down in the right-hand corner of the screen here. You can also find it on Amazon or other game retailers. So definitely check it out. I had a lot of fun playing it, and like the cards are beautiful, and like how often do you get to like play a River of Blood and it means child's room, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Next week, Iron Fist of Lee / Pineapple will be back with Kelsa and Hrothgar. We're going to be playing Sleuth, which is another sort of deductive-y kind of game, but it's not cooperative. And it's kind of about figuring out where all the gems are or something. I'm not super familiar with it, so you guys are going to have to help me through that. But it should be fun. I like
It's-
logic-y kind of games, so...
I will warn you, a friend in my real life playing group refuses to play that game unless he has allowed his computer for use of a spreadsheet to properly track the game's progress.
Oh, gosh.
My sister and I take notes by hand, but essentially create spreadsheets as well.
Okay, well then. Well, next week we're playing Spreadsheet the game. And it should be some kind of fun.
It's essentially hyper clue.
I like Clue, but
So
we'll see if I
take
like
Clue.
Hyper Clue.
you take Clue, but you take out all of the moving around the board bullshit, and you're just asking questions of the other people, and instead of it just being where, who, and what, it's actually 4 suits of 3 numbers in 5 colors.
Yep. So we're playing that next week. It should be at the very least interesting, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. I always have fun playing games with you guys, so I'm not worried about that. There are still 3 player slots available, so if anyone would like to come and play Sleuth with us, I'm actually going to drop the link for my Discord in chat. I don't think anyone is in there who hasn't seen that link before, but whoops, that was Discord, not Discord. Let's try that again.
Yeah.
There we go. But if you haven't seen that before and you'd like to come play board games with me on stream, or just hang out with some of the people who hang out with me, you can join my Discord and follow that link and come say hi. So you can do that. Other than that, I think the only thing going on for me next week is that on Saturday, if everything goes well, It's Never Sunny in Duskwell should be back. So if you like Blades in the Dark and you like role-playing games, you should check that out. I'll be hosting it here, or you can go to Eric Vulgaris's channel. I think it starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 1 p.m. Pacific. So definitely check that out. We'll be going into our second session next week, if everyone is able to play, so that should be fun, and I'm looking forward to that. And I think that's it for me. So, guys, thanks again for playing with me. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And thank you for finally getting on the show, Dark Lavender Void. I'm glad that you're able to make it.
Yeah, July 4th is of sorts. Yeah.
Yeah. Kels and I had fun playing Hanabi just with us, but it would have been more fun if we had like a 3rd or 4th person. But, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
And, Pineapple, I will see you next week on Sleuth.
Mm-hmm.
And just a quick shout out to Yashiku. Thank you for participating in chat. That was fun. Hope you enjoyed us losing and then winning. I don't know how we won that one, but we did, so that's good. Alright, that's it for me tonight. Have a great night, everybody.